Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will see how to convert Java object into XML. So while working with any Java application, you might come up with the requirement that you need to convert your Java object into XML. Maybe you are calling some API that is accepting XML. Okay. So that might come across your path to convert the Java object into XML. And that's what we are going to do in this video. So watch the video till the end. So there are two things over here. The first is converting the Java object into XML. So that is called as marshalling. The another thing is reverse of this, okay? And that is converting XML into Java object. So that is called as unmarshalling. So this is different thing, and in this video we are just going to cover this part. So converting the Java object into XML is marshalling. And for that we are going to use JAXB. So here JAXB stands for Java Architecture for XML Binding. And this is not any third-party library, okay? This is being provided as part of JDK. If you are using JDK 6 or higher version, then JAXB will come as part of JDK itself inside the JavaX package. So you don't need to add any other third-party dependency to convert your Java object to XML or back, that means converting XML back to Java object. So let's start. Let's jump to Eclipse. So here I'm using Java 8, and say for example we have one class that is student.java, and inside the student.java we have three fields: ID, first name and last name, and getters and setters, okay, nothing else. Now here we have one public static void main, and we have one object of student setting these values for the fields ID, first name and last name. Now here we want to convert this object into XML. So that is basically marshalling, right? So let's see how to do that using JAXB. So first thing, whatever class you have, right, here in our example we have student.java. You need to mark with annotation as XML root element. Okay, this is required. Otherwise JAXB will not work. So in XML we know, right, we have one element and inside that we have child elements, right? So here what happens, we are saying that this is our root element, student. And inside that we have three elements: ID, first name, last name. Okay, you can have many as well. It's up to you. So make sure you annotate your class, whatever Pojo class you have that you want to convert to XML, with annotation as XML root element. Now let's go to our main class, and here we first need to have the object of JAXB context. Okay, that is basically an abstract class, JAXB context. So we cannot directly create a new object of this one, right, using the new. So what we will do, we will call new instance method. Okay, this is static method, and here we need to provide the class that we want to convert into XML. In our case, we have student class. So student.class. So this will give us the new object of JAXB context. Okay, so JAXB context. Now we are going to convert Java object into XML, that is basically marshalling. So we need to have object of marshaller. Okay, so here is an interface marshaller. Okay, let's have object of this marshaller using the JAXB object. Okay, we will call JAXB context dot create marshaller. So this is basically an interface, okay, inside the JavaX package only. See, this is inside the JavaX XML. Now we have object of this interface marshaller. Okay, using this we will do the marshalling. Okay, so call the method marshal. Okay, and here we need to first provide the object that we want to convert into XML. In our case, we have this student object. Now the second thing, okay, if you look at over here, you can provide either file that do you want to write the XML, the output, right? Converting the object into XML will give you some XML, right? So what you want as output? Do you want to write that XML to somewhere in the file, or you want it as a node, output stream, writer, whatever you want? So let's create a new file containing our XML. So here we will provide the student object and we will create one file inside the src main resources. Okay, so let's have one object of file inside the src main resources, and the file name is student.xml. You can give any file, okay, and you can store this to any location. Give the file over here. Now this will give us the file, okay, where we are storing this XML. This is not returning anything. See, the return type for this method is void. So we are providing the input, that is our Java object, and what we want as our output, that is basically our XML, but in the file or in the output stream. Here we are going with the file. Okay, we are creating the student.xml file at a particular location. So let's run the program. So here is our src main resources. As of now, there is nothing inside it. Okay, so let's run this program. Now let me refresh. See, this is our student.xml file. Do you see the properties that we set? This is coming from this object, ID1, first name John, last name Smith. See, ID1, first name John, last name Smith. Okay, so now we created this XML file from our Java object, that is basically Marshalling converting Java object to XML using the JAXB. Now you may be thinking that, okay, I don't want this particular field into XML. Okay, you want to skip a particular field while converting your Java object to XML. So that also you can do. What you need to do is that go to the getter of this. Okay, in our example, say for example, we want to skip this field. Okay, so this is the getter of ID field. Annotate it with XML transient. So now we have this annotation over our getter of ID field, okay, XML transient. So what happens when we will do the marshalling, this field, basically ID field, will not be the part of that marshalling process, basically converting the Java object to XML. So let's run this program again and let's open the XML file. See, now there are two fields only. Okay, basically two elements in XML. This is our parent one, first name, last name. You can go to source as well. Okay, whatever you want. See, you don't find ID element inside our root element, that is student. This is root element, and these are two elements inside the root element, that is our student. So using this XML transient over the getter of the particular field, you can skip that field while doing the marshalling. That means converting the Java object to XML. So this is the complete thing, having one object and then create the object of JAXB context, have the marshaller object and provide your object, whatever class you have, and where you want to have that XML as a file, as output stream, whatever you want. In our case, we did as file. This source code link you will get in the description, and apart from that, in the description you will find the links for the courses that I am providing, like Spring Boot, GraphQL with Spring Boot, MongoDB with Spring Boot, building the reports from your Java and Spring Boot application using Jasper reports, RabbitMQ, messaging with Java and Spring Boot, and many other courses, and its links given in the description. Just click on the links and start learning new things. So this is how you can convert Java object to XML using JAXB. If you like the video, then please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, do comment in the comment section and share with your friends. We'll see you in the another video. Till then, happy learning and happy coding.